Hi there everybody, it's Jen here. A very warm welcome to you all, and we are going to kit up the Diamond Art Studio Chart to Art a Woodland Winter's Tale Advent canvas. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this as part of my Advent this year. I did last year's one, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I wasn't going to pick up this year's, but I decided to when I saw in the mail shop who the artist was and what the theme was. It was basically a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned, an absolute no-brainer. Chart to Art comes on a completely blank canvas, so in a way it's kind of like a counted cross stitch. You've got a blank canvas and then you've got individual paper charts for each of the sections. So here we go here. They're all in this box. I opened day one to have a wee look at it, but you've got a day on each envelope, going from day 1 through to day, at the end, 25. And it follows this grid pattern on the canvas. Now, compared with last year's canvas, this looks like it's one whole image rather than a series of 25 individual images. So there will be no randomness associated with this one. I will do them in order. Two reasons. One reason, two reasons. One reason is, and they're both interlinked, because I want to show the days as I'm working through it and the canvas coming together, but I don't want to give spoilers for days in the future. So I don't want it to be, you know, we pull a day at random and it's day 19 and I'm doing it on day 3, because that's just not fair to anybody, really, at all. So I will be following it in order. I have decided how I was going to present this as well, because I was humming and hawing about it. I will show it as a time lapse on the day. Okay, so day 1 will be shown on day 1 as a time lapse. It will be the last thing on my Advent video, and there will be massive spoiler warnings in the thumbnail, in the title, and at the start of the video as well. So for those of you who do not want to see what how the image comes together, then you will be able to have a complete break. You will be able to stop watching the video, so it will be super duper clear. Anyway, we are going to kit up. Let me put this away back in its box. The key is all in black and white, obviously, so we don't know what the colours are, but it's quite heavy on the old blue, which I like. There are 67 colours altogether, and I've decided to kit it up in my one of the trays from my 240 Art Dot storage case. So there's 80 pots here, 67 colours, more than enough. Now, when I was doing the labels for these, you'll see I've put them on the side. These labels are massive, which is good because you can see the symbol nice and clear. However, it's too big to go across the top of my pot. So what I've done is I've put them on the side there. And I was thinking to myself, how am I going to find my symbols when I'm coming to do the diamond painting? Well, Diamond Art Studio have very, very kindly included in the kit a separate chart, symbol chart. So what I was going to do, I was going to look at the chart for the day, and then I was going to pull out all the symbols for that day's chart out of here, lay them all up so I've got them all, and then at the end, once I've diamond painted that section, I'll put them all back again, and I'll use this chart to identify the number. So that's going to come in very handy, so I'm not going to lose that. That will go in my box. We'll see how it works. I did have a really good system last year for doing this chart to art Advent. I'm going to use the same system again this year, and yeah, we will see how it goes. We will see how it goes. It should work fine. It should work fine. As I said, last year worked really well. I've done a lot of county cross stitch. in my several years of crafting. So I'm very comfortable with following that paper type of pattern. Anyway, I'm going to have a wee spig of coffee. We're going to get started. I'm going to pull these probably out in a kind of a random order, because I'll just move them onto the side there after I'd unboxed this. I didn't put it away properly, so these might be kind of random, but actually I've just found the first train, so it doesn't matter. Here we go, found it here. I'm just going to move this slightly because otherwise you're not going to see very much. Might come down as well. Hopefully nothing's going to fall out oops, sorry. Hopefully nothing's going to fall. Right, as I said, swig of coffee to get started. Okay, that's good. Now, I was very aware the last time I did a kitting up that I kind of went a bit fast. So this time we're going to go try and slow it down a wee bit. And you have a proper look at the colours. So we'll start with one. So we're going to go for one here. It looks like these are all in DMC order, so that will be good. That will be quite an easy kitting up. So first of all, we've got 304, which is this dark brick red. The other thing I'm thinking of doing is just popping them all into a tray, and that way you can see the colours before they go into the pots too. Yep. Now there's a little bit of static. They are acrylic, sorry, not acrylic, Jennifer. They are resin drills. I'm hoping they're not going to be too bad. They didn't look to be too bad. So anyway, you can get to see all the colours as we're doing them. Okay, and number 2 is 310 black. They are super shiny, really, really good quality drills. Squares, of course, with it being, well, essentially a mystery canvas. Yep, you've got a mystery canvas, so you want it to be squares. You don't want a mystery canvas in rounds. I have made the mistake. There are some of the budget sites, they will do mystery canvases in rounds. I would strongly advise against it. I have bought them in the past, and yeah, they're not good. They are not good at all. So yeah, the static isn't too bad. A little bit, not a massive amount. I may, get the old dryer sheet out. I do have gloves now to wear, and after the top tip from Louise, I will cut it up, put it in with, hold it with gloves, cut it up, put it in with tweezers, and give these a big shake. So we'll do that. Don't know what I'm going to do about the smell though. I've never, I don't like, I'm not a big fan of the smell either. Maybe a close peg. Or maybe it's just the brands that I've tried, the fragrance that I've tried hasn't been that great. Anyway, we are taking time over this, sorry. So we've got 318, which is a pale grey. So we're 317, which was another grey, darker grey. 318 is a pale grey. Oh my. There's something very satisfying about kitting up. I love kitting up. It really is one of my favourite things to do. It's for diamond paint, apart from the diamond painting itself. I think it's the anticipation, you know, getting everything all ready and sorted. And it's nice. I find it very relaxing. Oops, I'm wobbling the table. So 5 is a 321, which is a dark red. You can see that one on the tray. That's what I've decided to do now with kitting up. I'll pop them in a little tray first rather than put them directly from the bag into the pot. And that way, yeah, you can see the colours a lot better. Oops, that pinged. I'm going to sneeze in a minute as well. Oh, 2 pinged. I've got quite a long top on. So yeah, I think I will try that with the dryer sheet. You know, if you don't know, if you're saying, oh, if you don't know, you're saying, oh, why didn't you know about the dryer sheet trick? I have got this thing about dryer sheets. I did know about the trick, but I've got this thing about dryer sheets. I do not like the touch. I do not like the feel. It's not like a phobia as such. It's more, I just don't like it. I just don't like it. It just makes me feel all weird and yeah. So yeah, that's why I don't really use the dryer sheet. But sometimes, you know, you can overthink things a little bit, and yeah, a pair of gloves and a pair of tweezers, and I think we'll be sorted. This is 414, the dark grey, or the mid grey, should I say. So not many of these kind of grey colours. I'm presuming that a lot of this grey is going to be used for shading. So I'm intrigued what the image is going to be as well. So it's called A Woodland Winter's Tale. So, and the artist actually is Orinoco. And I think next year when well, my no-buy's pretty much done now. It's getting towards the end of November. It's heading towards Black Friday. I did say I might shop in the Black Friday sales. I'm still up in the air about that. It's going to depend on what canvases are there. I'm going to, you know, be very selective and only choose canvases that I want. I'm going to see if any of my wish list are back in stock and use the discount code, because I'm sure, was it something like 30% last year that they had site-wide, so use discount and yeah, be very selective. No impulse buys. No impulse buys. So number 9. Oops, that's a number 8. I was also thinking of, in the Black Friday sales, I see Paint Gem have already started theirs, so I'm going to pick up some more Paint Gem minis. I do like my Paint Gem minis. I've finished all the ones that I've got, so that's a blob. I need to go and get some more, because hey, what am I going to diamond paint when I'm on holiday? Okay, we're on to number 10, which is D, which is this very pale beige. Well, not a lot of this at all, this one, is there? Okay. And number 11 now. Okay, so we're on to row number 2. Is 645. Ooh, that's not a very pleasant colour, is it? It's a kind of a muddy green. So yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, image. I wonder what this image is going to be. It's called A Woodland Winter's Tale. So I'm looking for I think, if you don't get me wrong, because I'm looking at the artist's other works, we're looking at sort of European style or British winter, sort of like fauna and flora. So I'm hoping for some nice winter birds, maybe a robin. I'm looking for maybe some small mammals, rabbit, hare, mouse, dormouse, fox perhaps. 646. Okay, 647. Okay, we have another sort of a green, rather dusky green. We'll see what we've got in browns. That will sort of determine what we do have in terms of animals. Okay, so we have a 648, which is sort of a very pale tan, beige. Now this is more of a beige, isn't it? When you look at it. Oops, there's a wee one stuck in there. But so far, we've not had a large number of drills. These have all been very, very, small quantities. Right, number 15 is 666, which of course is that really bright, vibrant red, which a lot of people really like. I mean, I quite like it. I wouldn't say it's up there amongst my favourites, but I mean, it is bright. I mean, it's I think that probably falls into the happy colours category, along with the bright oranges and yellows. I can see 720, which is a nice orange. It's not the brightest one, is it? What's the big bright one? Is it 710? Okay. And next we have Y, which is 704. So Daisy, I've dropped to red. Okay, now this one's a little bit fuller. It's a nice bright light green. Oh, here's one that's, oh no, which, I'm putting my arm across here. It's not that one. That's that one. So we're on number 16. 704, which is this nice bright green. Pale green. So I'll something that I noticed, but oops, daisy, something there's more going on the table than there is going in the pot. The one thing that I noticed when I was unboxing this and we were looking through the colours is that this canvas is nice and bright. It's not dull or muted. There's not a lot of dark colours in it. I mean, obviously we've got some 310 there, but I don't remember seeing any 939, 3371 or 3799, you know, those really dark colours. We have 712 here, which is a cream. Little blobs. Let's get rid of the little blobs. We don't want them. $7.20, number 18, which is a nice orange. Right, I can see one of the greys here. Is it this one? Is it 317 perhaps? Looks like it. So yeah, 720, which is a nice orange. Happy colours. We have number 19, which is 739, which is another sort of a very pale peach, or such a pale orange. A pale peachy creamy orange. Is that how you would describe it? It's certainly got orange tones to it. And then the last one on this section is number 20, which is 740, which is another orange. Not a lot of that one though. Oh look, there's a little hitchhiker, as they say. Right, okay, we're looking for number 21 now, so we're going to find the section with number 21 on it. That's the 60s. And what's this? You can't see what I'm looking at because I'm going to put it the side. Is this the one with 21 on it? It is, yeah. Oh, this is a long one. So 21 is 762 and is a cream. Gosh, it's almost the same colour as the tray there, isn't it? It's quite hard to see. Okay, this section here has got a lot of green in it. Well, if you're in a woodland, you'd expect to see trees and green trees. Right, 779 is a brown. Okay, so we've got some browns happening now. One stuck to my finger. Again, we haven't had any great big massive bags of anything. That is going to change in a second or two though. I will have another drink of coffee, just bear with me. Okay, 23 is 801. I'm addicted to those Nescafe cappuccino sachets. Totally addicted to them. This is 801, which is another brown. And yes, I was thinking that you know, there must be many calories in those. So much calories. I bet you like this as much as a chocolate bar. But no, it's skimmed milk that's used for it. So, 827, which is a very pale blue. We've actually got 2 bags of that. So yeah, it's only got 60 calories in those Nescafe Cappuccino sachets. So 60 calories per cup. So there we go. I think I might just do this in a couple of, because there's quite a bit of static in there, but we've got a very pale blue. Now I don't think we'll be able to, well we might be, oh no, I was about to say we might be able to put both bags into the one container, but I don't think we will. So in this instance, what I'm going to do is, well, let's get this bag in first. Yeah, we might get it, but because of the static, I'm not going to bother. What I'm going to do is the bags where I've got more than one, I'm going to put them in this box. Like that. So I'll pop that over at the side. Uh, 25, 8228, which is another incredibly pale blue. It's like a blue-white. You don't want to see the mess that's going on at the side here. And number 26. Oh, we're back into brown again. So 844. There's a few of those really pale blue ones gone in there. In fact, it's got a hint of green to it, that brown. It's sort of like a muddy, greeny brown colour. If that can be a description. Muddy, greeny brown. So we have 890. Now, this is another one of the darker colours. It's a dark green. It's not the darkest green. It's really... I'm looking at its colour and I'm thinking to myself, that looks like the colour of... the blanket that I'm making at the moment. So for our Christmas, my daughter has asked if I would crochet her a blanket. She wanted a really dark green chenille wool blanket, and she couldn't find any in the shops, so she asked if I would crochet her one. And yeah, I said, well, send me the link to the wool and send me a pattern. And she's like, well, she says, I don't know about patterns. You know, you can leave that, you know, you can choose. So yeah, the wool's that kind of colour. So I found quite an easy pattern that's easy to work up, and it's actually recommended for chenille wool or chenille yarn. So I'm working on that at the moment. So I haven't actually done a massive amount of diamond painting or gaming because I've been trying to sort this blanket out so it's ready for her for the first part of her Christmas. Anyway, we're on to 821, or sorry, 891, which is like a really bright salmon pink. Uh, 904. Okay, this is us getting into this sort of like the greens now. So we have 904, which is quite a dark green. Oops, there's one still stuck in here. Just get this out. 905, which is a slightly lighter green. That's a nice green. This one appears in quite a lot of the J wall paintings that I do. This green. Right, oops. There's quite a few pinged out of the bag. If you hear the wind and stuff blowing outside, it's kind of the tail end of Storm Bert, who named that storm in the UK. In Scotland we haven't actually had, well, in my part of Scotland we haven't had it too bad. It's just been windy. There was some snow nearby, but not where we are, because I'm right on the coast, so you know it's like if you live at the coast, you very rarely get snow. 905 is the next one. Oh, we've done 905, sorry. 906 is the next one. But Wales, I think's had it quite bad. Yeah. So we'll do this in 2 batches as well, because that's quite a full bag. So there we go. There's our nice 906 green. Oh, I've got hiccups coming. Come on. That last one just does not want to come off. There it is. And 910, 910 is the next one. Another green. I said we were into the greens here, didn't I? So this is, I think this is quite nice, popping it out in the little tray first, rather than directly into the pot. I mean, if I was just doing this myself, I would just put it directly into the pot. But seeing as we're doing a little video, we might, I think it's quite nice to, as I said, slow it down a little bit, pop them into the tray, and that way you can see the colours a bit better, should I say. And 910, there we go. What one's this? This is quite dark. Could that be 905 perhaps? Anyway, 911. That was a band, wasn't it? In the 90s, 911. Or the 2000s, I don't know. One of the two. There's definitely a band here in the UK called 911 at one point. I'm sure they were kicking around the same time as Steps. Which is another band in the UK, if you're not in the UK. But of course 911 is the emergency number, isn't it? So yeah, 911. Right. I think the reasoning behind 911 is it's not a repeated number, so that you can't dial it by accident. You know, the emergency number by accident. But in the UK, it's 999, and I think that was to do with the old dial telephones. It was like, you know, the furthest around number that you could get apart from 0. you think about it, that takes a long time to die of 999. You'd think it should be 111. Anyway, what are we on now? 912, which is another green. There you go. That's it. So yeah, quite a lot of green in this section. So we're about halfway through now. I just need to, once I've done this train, I'm going to pause, and I just need to check the time, because I do still need to cook tea tonight. But as I said, I'm not rushing at this time. I'm taking my time. If I have to finish the kitting up after tea, then so be it. That's what we'll do. But we're just having a stir fry. I'm having a chicken stir fry, so it'll only take, what, 10 minutes to cook up. 918. Oh, we're back on to brown. Oops, hold on. We've got one here that, an escapee. Yeah, 918 is brown. Like a chestnut brown, this one. A pale chestnut brown. Or a light chestnut brown, not pale. And it stuck to my finger. And one's fallen off the tray. Oh no, I thought one had fallen off the tray because it hit my finger, but it must have bounced back in again. 920, which is another, oops, it did fall off the tray. I thought I felt something. And 920 next. Which is another brown. Lots of different shades of green and brown, but yeah, woodland. I would expect to see green and brown. And 97. So not 97, sorry, 37 is 948. Okay, we're back on another cream coloured one now. And next we've got 38, which is 954. And this is another green. Well, that's quite a nice green. That's like a pistachio. A pistachio green, I would say. Very nice, actually. I like this colour. Come on, out of the bag. Out you come. Please. That's it. Oh gosh, there's two here. Okay, and last one from train number 2 is a 955. which is a lighter version of the same type of green. This is like a mint. It's like ice cream. We're going through ice cream flavours, aren't we? We've got pistachio. And now we're going to mint. And they will come out the bag. Yes, yes. And of course there's one over there. Doo-doo-doo. Right, okay, what I'm going to do, I'll look the next pot out, but which is pot number 40, but I will go and I'm just going to pause and I'm going to check the time and then I'm going to come back. Okay, so it is 20 to 7. So I think I probably will have to do this in 2 stages because in about 10 minutes I'm going to have to go and to start to do tea. Let's go number 40. Oh, it was the first one I picked up. Oh, and we're all wobbling everywhere. Right, okay. Right, and scooch myself in with my chair. Sort this out. And now you can hear my washing machine. So number 40 is 963, which is a very pale pink. It's like a baby pink. And it is absolutely gorgeous. Come on. There's still some in here. And there. Oh, dearie me. We will get there. We will get there eventually. It's not a race, is it? Oh, okay, 975. Well, this is us in another brown. And then we're going to hit the blues. The blues. My favourites. And part of the reason why I got, a very big part of the reason why I decided to get this kit. Okay, and that's it. Okay, first one is 995, and we have actually got, whoa, we have got 4 bags of 995. So what we'll do is we'll just cut one off to put in the pot. The other 3 we'll put in that little box. It's one of these ones. There you go. You can see the beautiful blues. next is 996. Oh my gosh, the washing machine's going hell for leather. 4 bags of 996. Okay. So I'll do the same, I'll cut off one. The other 3 can go in the box. It's a nice sky blue there we've got there. No 997. We do have a 3706 though, and we're into pink again. Can you hear my washing machine? Plays a little tune when it's done. It plays Schubert. Yep. But yeah, it's windy, my washing machine's growing, somebody's just peeked. Oops, this pink doesn't want to stay on the words. This pink doesn't want to stay in the one place, does it? In we go. And I think what we might do is I think we might make this the last one, and then I'm going to take a break, go and cook tea, and then yeah, come back and finish off. This is 45. Which is another pink. Okay, so we're going to pause there. I am going to go and look at my coffee. I've still got tons of it. You know what? It's still drinkable. I think that's one of the advantages of this kind of coffee, is you can drink it colder. Yeah, what I'm going to do is oh, do you like my mug, by the way? It's been in the dishwasher a few times. I got a bit grumpy because it was in the dishwasher. But yeah, if you don't know, if you don't recognise him because he's a bit faded, that's the Hound from Game of Thrones. Love the Hound. Gregor. Not Gregor. God, that was his brother. Sandor Clegane. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to stop. I'm going to go and do my tea and have my tea. So it will be a blink of an eye for you guys, but it will be over an hour for me. Yeah, and I'll come back and I will finish up the kitting up in due course. But yeah, I've decided, yeah, I want to take time over these kitting ups because I felt like the last one was very rushed, and it is nice to chill. It's a nice way to relax, isn't it? Certainly I enjoy relaxing. We had that, you know, I like it. Right, okay, I'm going to go make my tea. I'm going to have them. I'm having a stir-fry chicken with jasmine rice, and I'm sure it'll be very tasty. So yeah, I'll be back in well, for you, a few seconds. For me, about an hour and a half. Okay, so I am back and we are on to number 46. 46 is 3756. It's still quite blowy, but 3756, again, it's like an antique white. And we're all going to come out of here. And it's all a bit stuck to my fingers again. Oops. Oh, there's quite a lot still in here, isn't there? There we go. That's it. Make a little pile. Drop them on the table. There we go. That's 3756. 3779 is a peachy pink colour. So it's got quite a bit of static in it, this one. It does seem to be pinging around a lot. Although it's, you know, I must say that it's not been as bad as some kits that I've done recently. Static in those was very bad. Very bad. But anyway, I had a nice tea, thank you very much. My stir fried chicken and rice, and I had a raspberry trifle after it. You know, just one of those wee mini trifles. 3799. There was me saying there wasn't any, I didn't think there was any 3799 in here, but there is. It's that dark grey. Almost charcoal black colour, but it's seems to be a bit lighter than I initially thought. But yeah, 3799, that really quite dark grey colour. And now we have a 3818, which is another dark green. I've got a few ABs in this kit. I think there's 7 altogether. They are all going to be at the end. Come on, off my fingers. Bing. So I think the drills look a little bit different under artificial light than they do in natural light. Yeah, I think the colours do look quite different. 3826 is this tan. You can see that one. Oops, one pinged. Let's see see if I can retrieve it. Oh, yep, there it is. I found it. There it is. Uh, 51 is a 3843. And we have 3 bags of 3843. Actually, we've got 4 bags of 3843 because let me just snip this here. I did have another train coming, so yeah, we've got 3843, 4 bags. So we'll cut that one off there, put these in the box at the side. There we go, it's a beautiful blue. Lots of lovely blues. We do like the blues. There it goes. Get it back. In you go. We have 3846, number 52, which is the last one in this set, and it is another blue. I really do like all these blues. Now you can see why I went for this. Kit. There we go. It's quite a pale blue. That bag is now empty. A lot of banging going on downstairs. Right, okay. 3857, number 53 is the next one. So let us get, let's put it there, the last set of packages out. So yeah, 3857. And we're back on the browns. Like a chocolate brown, that one. And next we have a 3858, and yeah, another brown. was going to pour it into the tray, wasn't I? Very similar to the last colour. Oh, there are 2 for 3858. I've just seen that there, so we'll just cut that off in a minute. So these bags are absolutely jam-packed full of drills, so each bag will comfortably fit in a pot. Right, so here's the other 3858. There we go, so we'll pop that into the box at the side. 3859 has got 2 bags as well. Again, another brown, it's a paler brown, very pale brown actually, like a clay, I would say, like a red clay type of colour. Oh, I've just spotted, you can see some of the ABs. We're almost at the ABs actually. Just half a dozen more colours to go, and then we're going to hit the ABs. Okay, next is a 3860, number 56. And yes, you've got it, it's another brown. Quite similar to the previous brown. Come on. Spilled a couple. It's got sort of mauvey undertones to it, I think, that one. And next we have a 3861. Not a lot of that one, is there? Very few. It's a paler version of the previous colour by the looks of things. Oh, come on, out the bag. There we go. And now we're on to the last of the regular colours, the regular drill, should I say. 58 is a 3865, and of course that's that. It's white. It's the one that's the slightly off-white, not the bright brilliant white of the 5200. So like an antique type white, isn't it? Get rid of that out of the way. It's just a bit of a random piece of plastic that you normally find in these drills, or a random piece of resin, should I say. Are we there? Yep. It's Woodland Winter's Tale. I've got a feeling this might be the snow. I've also got this in AB as well, so spoilers. Right, we're on to the AABs now. So 59 is 208 AB. And 208 AB is a beautiful purple. Not a lot of these, quite sparse. But let's lift the ABs up and you can have a good look at them. So we have a purple. And next is 210 AB. Oh, sorry. Gosh, was it too noisy? I dropped my scissors. And 210 AB, we have an escapee, is the lilac. If I remember right, the calendar last year had a lot of these 2 ABs in it, the 208 and the 210. This year, just a couple of drills. Next we have 307 AB, and 307 is a bright sunshine yellow. That's definitely happy colours, isn't it? When you've got a nice bright yellow with the AB coating on it. Definite sunny colour, happy colours. Happy sunny colours even. Okay, next one is a 445 AB. Oh, there's quite a bit of this one compared with the other ones that we've had. There we go. And this is more like a buttery yellow AB. Looks amazing though. Cool. I do like ABs. Not a fan of placing them, particularly if there's large areas of colour blocking. Oh no. I'm a great believer of less is more, I think, when it comes to enhancements. Yeah, less is more. I'd rather have sprinklings throughout than big blocked areas. I think it looks prettier. So 63 next is the 666 AB. I would block a whole area in crystals, I think. And potentially this sort of fairy dust type drills, and different companies use different names for them. But when it comes to ABs, I think I'm not a big fan of big colour blocked areas of ABs, but I do like sprinkles of it throughout. And don't get me started about enhancements in faces. Eyes and lips, yes. But as soon as we start, you know, putting ABs or crystals or whatever onto skin, no, definitely not. 741 AB. Oh, we're back into happy colours again. We've got an orange. It's quite a pale orange though. Okay, so there's our 741. The good thing about having the overhead light on is it really catches the sparkle. Not too much of that. 995 is going to be a blue. I know the numbers of my blues. Okay, so we're going 995 again, not too many. but looking good. $9.96, another blue. Again, not too many of them, but what there is super sparkly. And last but not least, we've got our last bag, and it's actually the bright white this time. It's the 5200. So I'm hoping that this is mixed in amongst the other white. I do like it when the ABs all get mixed together. If it's one solid, if it's one solid colour. So, but we'll see. I mean, that's the interesting thing about this, is not only do we not know the image, but we also don't know where all these beautiful ABs are going to go. Yeah, so I can't even look at the canvas and go, okay, so the white ABs are going to be here and the blue ones are going to be here. The AB coating on this is looking a little bit yellow. I'm thinking it's probably just my overhead light. But anyway, that is the last one, 5200 AB. So let me just move those out the way. So that is us. We are all kitted up. The good thing about the overhead camera is you can see all the pretty colours. I am definitely going to, I think, put my gloves on and chop up a dryer sheet and pop them into all those containers, because there is a significant, you know, it wasn't too bad to kit up, but there is a significant amount of static there that I don't want to deal with really, if I can help it. We have got our spare bags in here. Okay. So yeah, we've got all our bags, lots of the spare blue ones. We have got our chart, which I'm going to use to pick out the pots that I need for each individual day. And then of course we've got the envelopes here containing the day, the charts themselves, all marked out by day. Okay, oh my goodness, it's now that this is kitted up, I feel that you know, we're getting quite close. So as of recording, today is the 25th of November. So yeah, we are pretty much all ready to go. So just to sort of like reiterate how I'm going to do this again. So from the 1st of December, bring these back. So from the 1st to the 25th of December, I am going to do one Advent video. I will unbox my Advent calendars, and I will also show a time lapse of the Diamond Art Studio canvas. Okay, and that's going to be the last thing. Oops. That's going to be the last thing that I show at the end of the video. You will get the videos on each day, starting from the 1st of December, one per day up to the 25th. And there will be clear spoiler warnings at the start of each video, and also at the start of the segment showing the finished section from the Diamond Art Studio canvas. Okay, so yeah, the onus is on you. I will have all the spoiler warnings there and in place, and yeah, so you need to make sure, if you don't want to see this until it's finished, to make sure you stop at the right time. If I get my act together, I might work out how to do timestamps, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, it's getting kind of windy. I am going to go now and find a pair of gloves and put a pair of gloves on, and cut up some dryer sheet and put them into these little pots. I hope you've enjoyed this kitting up. I've slowed it right down compared with my last kitting up, so this will probably be quite a lengthy video. This is probably how I will go with my kitting ups from now on. I want to keep them, I want to make them really quite chilled and relaxed. So you might get some moving forward in the future with no talking on it as well, just the kitting up sounds. So yeah, nice, chilled, relaxed, laid back, good times. Anyway, that is it for this video for today. This will be my last video before I start all the Advent stuff. There won't be anything else coming. So I shall see you all on the 1st of December. And enjoy the rest of your day, folks. Okay, cheerio.